everybody? Welcome into the stream. Got Carroll University today squaring off against University of North Dakota in CCL match. Carroll currently sitting at 1-1 on the season. North Dakota technically 2-1. They have a bye week, which I believe calculates as a win. So same records, but the one loss would be from North Dakota is from basically the best team. And they did put up a fight a little bit, so this will be a tough test for Carroll. Let's see if they're ready to go. We won't have listen-ins today. No, I did not mean to do that. I'm trying to connect to the device, bro. This computer. We are in the lobby, just getting everything set up. I'm not sure how much longer that will be. Chat music now, sorry. There's a 60-second delay, so anyone in chat, just bear with me the best I can to interact as I can. Find something new there. That'll be fun. Not working. Looks like we're getting lobby ready. Looks like they're starting, and they didn't give me what team they're on, so rule number one already broken. So I apologize in advance if they don't get me set up on the right side, right teams. Today's map set is Den. I thought it was Colossus map one. We are loading in the Den right now, and we are getting started. So we'll transition into the game. That's not the game. Hopefully everything is still properly working. We do have Carroll on the left side of the map. So everything initially is going to be working. Again, Carroll struggled last week against a very strong team. So see how they are able to recover. We'll go on board with Avatar. A bit of a glitch in the numbers, so I'm just making sure this is the right player. Slayer gets a kill over to the P2 side. All right, let me lock in. Let me get in my bag. Hold on a little bit. Carroll is going to maintain these spawns. Ray is going to spot this player out, and Slayer. Well, huge 1v1 in the back. That's going to dictate the spawns, and Slayer is going to win that. Well, North Dakota is still slaying and getting this time over at Old. And number 4, Replex is going to have a kill in the back. So initially, spawns are going to be here. You would assume the comms are going to come out for this player, number 7 and R. Good teamwork in the back from Slayer and Hairbear. Hairbear going to block these spawns. Player 1 all alone. Ray going to try to make a play, wait for his team, as players 4 and 3 are going to break through this middle side of the map. Both taking down my Hairbear. Ray also going to be taking down Mate. Only Zep's going to get 1, taking down 2. So flawless so far out of North Dakota. No hesitation. You see players Slayer in the hill going to get 2. Carroll funneling all from the front side of the map. So North Dakota knows all this pressure should be coming from this way. 7. Player 7 information through the middle of the map and Webby. So now finally a kill's going to come in, but that's going to be a basically 100-point lead off the rip for North Dakota, as they're getting all these transition kills as well. Avatar going to get information out mid. As you see, player number 4 in Replex is going to spawn out. 6 and 6 start for him. Avatar slowing so far. Damage is going to be down. I don't know if the comm comes in, but this guy is mid. And Replex able to get a kill to get Carroll on the board. I think information spotted. Sees 1, sees 2. Going to try to play his life. Stun's going to come in. He's not able to get 1. So trades come in for only Zeps. Spooky is going to be spotted and tagged up from Avatar. Shots over the top from Zeps. Pistol in hand, and reinforcements are coming through. But as you can see on the pinch side, player number 8 going to come through, Spooky. And his team also already dominating through the map. Webby pushes out these spawns, and so now a flip comes in. And although Carroll's able to get that early lead or early time in the hill, work's going to need to be done to chain these together. Huge gunfights coming in. Replex does win it, but he's gonna have to sprint and make a play out to block these spawns, and does not. So at least there is a little bit of control here. They do have this player in Webby, known in the back, going to be tagged out, and now help comes. Carroll need to collapse on this very quickly, and they're not able to. So initial setup is going to be had. Ray not able to find one, so now Replex gets one, not able to get a second or third. Spawn still in for North Dakota. At least Avatar is on this wrap in the back, going to get one in. Hair Bear Slayer spots out, another trade's coming in. The front is going to be Papa Ray, gets one laid out immediately after. So Hair Bear, early clean shots, everyone positive out for North Dakota. And this is likely not going to be a great result. Carroll's Hair Bear, another 2. Start 9 and 6. Constant pressure to this front side. They know Carroll is spawning this front side of the map, and no one able to hit a route and make a kill early enough. So these spawns have just been very easy for North Dakota as they transition back over for the first reset of this map. For the Zeps, see if he can pick the kill in P2, is going to do so. Battle is going to be lost mid-map from Avatar. So we see Hair Bear in time early. We'll have a 1v1, does win it. Not going to be traded out. So comms a little bit, I assume, all over the place here for Carroll. Player number 3 in Avatar, going to be the only person even in arm's reach to try to get some of this contest time, and nothing so far, as the subs just not able to put any pressure onto this hill. You would like to see them at least just start throwing bodies, have an AR watch over as the subs able to get there, which kind of happens there. Ray just unfortunately misses those bullets. And now all alone is going to be Mate, and the funnel is going to be happening. There's a real possibility Carroll does not get another point in this map. Going to be about a 20-point lead for the win. Gunfight win does come over from Replex. Avatar going to be taken out in a clean 3-piece there. Coming in from Slayer, 17 and 7. The spawn reads are going to come in, I believe. As Hair Bear is able to get 2 in the back. Is finally going to be traded from Avatar. Avatar trying to block these spawns, not going to do it. Gonna have to engage this gunfight, and Spooky, who is getting double teamed back here from players 6 and 7. Spooky and Webby, we're gonna leave them. Spot out Replex. They still know that Avatar is back here. Gunfight is impending, and Webby wins it, flips the spawns, and like I said, Carroll unable to get another point as everyone in the hill not able to make any pressure, even though they had Avatar trapped in the back. Nothing was able to be done, and as you can see, the game is now complete. Carroll, a dominant loss here on this map number 1. Take a look at the play of the game here. I believe this was Slayer, player number 48 on the map. It's one. They just know they're funneling front. This has happened all game. Carroll just consistently funneling this front side of the map. 3-piece cleanly. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. You can see everybody from Carroll -6 at 16. We'll take another look at these stats in just a second. Head back into tough one for sure. Tough one for Carroll. Not able to really put anything together. Take a look again at those stats. Yeah, I mean, not much you can say here. You see Ray 6 and 16, Zeps at 9 and 18, Avatar at 3 and 16, Replex 11 and 20. Highest damage on the team, but you see everyone's outslaying for North Dakota, all above 1600 damage, which was the highest for Carroll. You see the non-traded kills as well. A struggle last week for Carroll. They just couldn't have any teamwork, none of these kills being traded, a lot of one-on-one gunfights that they are losing. Kill time spread pretty evenly across North Dakota, everyone doing their job. And on the side of Carroll, there's no consistent time. A little scrap time on that initial P3, or initial time on that P3, with Depths getting that 24 seconds, but outside of that, I mean, Carroll just kind of blown out in that map number 1. Let's prepare for that map number 2 and see if there is a bounce back from this Carroll team. Get a little bit better in the search, and I don't even know that I have the correct map. This says map number 2 should be Den. I believe we are loading into map number 2 right away. But it's always hard to bounce back from something like that when you are dealing with a team that can really shoot their guns. And map number 1, it's very clear, that they are a hot team. They can do that to you, and trying to bounce back very quickly is sometimes a challenge here. So we load into this map number 2. Carroll going to be starting off on this offensive side of the map. It's gonna come over the top. Nothing going to be gleaned here. Player number 7. The pinch going to come in quickly. The sniper in hand. This is probably going to be a quick round. As you see, players number 48 very quickly on the pinch, able to get 2. Carroll does get 1 and makes it very quick. There's no one picking up the pinch there from Carroll. Making a very quick round for North Dakota. Stay on board with Slayer. 3 kills in that first round. It looks like they're already going to start off with some type of A pressure here towards this roof side of the map. Player 8 going to play a little bit. Oh, sorry, not even a different angle. A little bit of a bang out. Avatar all alone, going to see information. Backed down by the nades. Avatar does see 1 and Slayer. Big gunfight there. Nade is going to come over the top. That should at least give him information that the player did not read Shao. Player 4 is going to spot 1. Replex gets 1, gets away with his life, and Avatar going to pair with 2. So Carroll, a little bit of resistance here as Zeps on the flank here with Ray. Ray going to get bad timing. Last player is going to be out, known outer, and so this player should be trapped here. No need to overchow, and Carroll, decisive win here in the round 2 of the search and destroy. Bouncing back after that abysmal round number 1. We'll see how Carroll's able to adjust. As you see, Replex 3 kills here on the round. Clean kills, 300 damage exactly. And obviously a huge pinch play there early from North Dakota. Sorry, Replex with 2 on that round. Start on board with Replex this map. Looks like another B play going to be had. Assuming here they obviously will pick up the flank this time, and that will be on Avatar. Playing a very wide open angle here, which is going to be very risky advantage gunfight. But they do get this mid control. Looks like player number 2 is going to wait for this information. Player 3 is going to spot 1 cross. Potentially going to be shot in his side. Nope, does pick it up. Rewraps. Is going to lose that gunfight. Replex is here. Backs up. Information is going to be known, and now player number 2 on bomb is going to be seen. Gunfight for Ray, so at least makes it a little bit more of a fair fight. Replex gets tags onto this player at the mid cut. Bomb is going to be known down for North Dakota, so plan of attack going to need to be had as 37 seconds remain in this round. Them wrapping this far side is going to indicate that they need to get kills. Be unlikely that they're able to get, not get the kills, pick up the bomb, plant the bomb without those kills. So they do get 1. Trade is going to be had. Replex doesn't reach out at 18 seconds left, so he's got to find 2 kills very quickly, and not going to. As the initial plan potentially could have worked out. Carroll unable to get that kill on the pinch. And immediately that just spirals into the reactionary information, reflex, and Ray wrapping back to play for that player in the back. Eventually do trade it. But by that time, you've lost your bomb carrier and on map by 3 players with the information. So good bounce back round for North Dakota. Slayer continuing a great map. Number 1 here in the map number 2. Want to have the sub in hand. Find pressure quickly, gets the timing outer. So no information gained from Carroll. Zeps is going to have a one-on-one gunfight. Slayer, no hesitation, going to chow out, essentially. No hesitation with the shoulders, going to take space in the dojo. So now this bomb will surely go down. No resistance. Carroll going to opt to play the retake. Ray setting up on this pinch, see if he's able to get the timing. Does dip away. You can just tell that their comps are not connected, that they don't have a plan of how they want to retake. They're just kind of 3 different players running around the map. 1 is going to go down, 2 is going to go down, 3 is going to go down. Carroll picked apart that round. I talked to him pregame, and I mean, I just told him, this is a good team. I don't care if the plan doesn't work, but you need to have a plan. And right there clearly was no plan. I don't care if 3 of you hit mid-map together. Rather you die with a plan than to just look like we have no type of plan of execution. And you can see that both on that 3rd and 4th round. Carroll once again on the offense, see if they're able to put anything together here. It looks like they're opting to go back to this A side of the map. A lot of pressure going to be here. I believe there is a snipe in hand, and there is not. Slayer going to get 1, should be traded out, and is. And now, finally, numbers advantage for Carroll. Now, this is where you react off of this. That is a scam. Reflex with the snipe in hand. All they needed to do was to push up, lay the numbers on the bomb, get the bomb down, someone watch the pinch. Now they've kind of given themselves a lack of options, as Reflex does have the snipe and the sub in hand. But obviously, it's going to be difficult to probably play this retake. So information is going to need to be had from Zeps here. When Zeps sees something, potentially Reflex can react. You can just tell he just doesn't know where to play. He doesn't know what spot to play here. Doesn't know what to look. Stun check is going to come in. Information is going to be gained. This player 7 is all the way across the map. So this is actually a winnable situation. If they can find Spooky, and they do have the information on Spooky, all he needs to do is trust his teammate. Mate is in this corner in the pre-aim. And he gets this information too. So now all down to player 7. And Carroll, nice teamwork there. Ray with a little bit of an overextension towards that P2 side of the map, but good teamwork and communication after they're able to get into a decent setup for that potential retake. Trusting each other. Reflex playing the corner shoulder for the information. Mate able to clean that up. So it could have been a cleaner round for Carroll. Nonetheless, they do strike back to make it a 3-2 ball game. Head over to this North Dakota side of the map, see if we have any snipers in play. We will not. Looks like another B play this round. A lot of success they had. Avatar going to play way deep in the map. Ray picks up a snipe kill. Backs away with his life, so it is going to be a 3-3 advantage. They're going to back this player down. The Zeps over cover fire. Now Avatar's going to activate. They're going to back away to see if they can get information on this player that potentially could be pushing up the map. Now, Carroll does not need to really move here. They just need to play shoulders for information. They do get some information. No shot's going to be had on the Spooky. Spooky's going to be able to get away with his life. And player number 7 making a play now. They won't likely see this player. Ray with the pistol. Really good away. He's going to be trapped. Spooky mid-map. It is going to be seen. Decent pistol shots. But yeah, I just think those mid-round struggles for Carroll. I mean, they are starting their break off with a plan, and then once that plan kind of doesn't go perfectly, you don't get all the kills, which you rarely are going to do in Search. That just mid-map adjustment. Like, you have the 3v3, you get the initial kill. I don't know how, I think that was Replex died. But it's clear once we have that, okay, we have information, it's a 3v3 situation. What do we want to do? Do we just literally park the bus in the back of our side? and now let them plant and play the retake. Just happy feet. You can see it on the mini map. The arrow is not trusting. So another bang out here. Replex gonna turn this corner, gets one, spots a second, I believe. Potentially didn't get that information. Player 8 gonna get a little lost here. Not gonna be seen. Turned and burned. Monte not there for the trade. Anyways, help over the top. And so now 2v3 situation here for Carroll. All going to be down to Ray. Does spot one. Good trigger discipline here. Gets one. Information known inside. 1v1 situation here for Ray, which would be a 1v3 clutch. Bomb is going to be down, and we are going to have an imminent gunfight. I don't think he saw him beneath him. Chow's out, and Ray loses it. But a great opportunity there for the potential clutch. It's North Dakota now at game point. Webby versus Ray. Ray does get the information. Rechow's. Just great focus there from Webby. That would have been a huge momentum swing to put Carroll at least with a fighting chance into the 4-3 situation. But now Carroll needing 4 straight rounds to defeat North Dakota here in this map number 2. Ray does have the snipe. No one going to be here. So all over here to Avatar, who likely will spot some. They know the nades are coming. So information is going to be gained. Does see one is Spooky. Watches his outer, which is a great reposition. Waits for his team. Gonna get stuns down. So that's great attack usage there out of North Dakota. Mate and Zep's not going to be able to even the score. So Replex and Ray. We have this player number 8 in mid. He's going to be spotted and taken down. The Replex now down to 1v4. And Carroll going to be taken down in this map number 2. North Dakota able to take it 6-2 so far. Dominant series out of them. Even slaying across the board. Great teamwork and communication seems to be flowing on their end. Carroll a little bit better of a showing there on the map number 2, as you can see the stats now coming in. It's Ray and Replex combining for 12 there. Back to the lobby. We'll look over these stats in just a second. We'll take a look at the stats once again. As you can see, Ray at 6 and 8. Mentioned combining with Replex. Not a lot of bombs planted within this game. On the side of North Dakota, Spooky. 9 and 3, 975 damage. Slayer pairs for another 9, almost 1,000 damage, and just clean across the board. They did get 2 bombs planted, opposed to Carroll's 1, but you see the first blood advantage. It's gonna be 50-50. You know, Carroll losing in 8 rounds, 6-2, when you have, 4 of those first bloods is just showing that initial, that conversion from early round plays to mid to late round plays just isn't there. But we are loading into this map number 3. Looks like it's going to be an exposure overload, which is a map that Carroll has shown mixed success on during the scrim season and regular season. So it'll be interesting to see Carroll is able to do. I believe this will be the first time that colors will be flopped, so I apologize in advance. We will have the overlay on top of the gameplay. That will be correct. You'll have to ignore the colors on the map. So we are on board with Webby, who is here on this, I would consider a preferred side of the map. That's just my opinion. But I know from a defensive perspective, it's a little bit more difficult. Sorry, offensive perspective, a little more difficult. But I just believe that from a potential, applying pressure on the map, it's a little bit better. So they're going to opt to grab ball. Avatar going to fall off the map. We're going to stay on board with Avatar, who is carrying this bomb. Information going to be gained. This player 7 is going to be critical to get back in this play and put some gunfire. Player 4 able to get 1, able to get 2, able to get 3, and this surely should be a cap here. It's Carroll not going to be able to react quick enough. Shots going to be had, but the tax and stuns, I mean, this is 101 what we talked about when we have scrimmed this overload. This tack usage, the moves off spawn, especially particularly when they have bombs, have just not been clean at all. So Carroll not able to slow down pushes, route decisions, and etc. Very meaningful here in overload. And this is going to be a quick second cap here. As you can see, they're just allowing the nade comes in. It's a little late, but a little bit better. And now that spawn trap, like I said, I think this is the preferred side. You can really get groovy here on this side of the map with the spawn traps. You see player number 4 and Slayer already applying this pressure. Sorry, I'm not the wrong person. Player number 4 is going to be here. It's 2 off spawn, and they're just applying pressure, knowing that Carroll is spawning in this back left side of the map. This will be 3 quick ones, and they're probably going to keep this map pressure up the map. Send player 3 to retrieve the exposure device. Slayer is going to back up, grab this ball, potentially feed it over to this player number 2 to this right side of the map. See, player 2 and Spooky going to counteract this, take down Gray potentially. Distraction is going to come in, so now it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Like I said, Carroll, we've had very few flashes good in overload, but like, it's just that I don't want to say it in a like demonstrative or mean way, but like, it's the, you have to have very good memory and short-term memory, long-term memory, whatever you want to call it. So when you know the device is king, everyone can't focus on the person in front of you. Everyone can't focus on the ball. So you have to have memory of where you think other players are going to be. Everyone's going to be. So it's just hard when you see that person is in that zig and everyone's trying to kill that player when clearly the device is going to be moved to A. There just isn't, I think, established rules of what everyone should be doing. And this could get very ugly, as that's probably a play of the game. Slayer with a clean 3-piece. But yeah, I mean, this side of the map, you can pretty much score with any type of decent pressure up the map. So you can see player 8 will be here on the defense. And Replex going to be taking down 3-piece there for Hair Bear, potentially making it 4. And it is. And now Carroll probably going to be in a likely mini spawn trap, I would say. Hair Bear is pushed up on the map. Player number 2 as well, Spooky. So you have these 2 players applying pressure. The information is going to be gained on the Avatar. Avatar not going to spot this player out in Hair Bear. Carroll almost with their first score. We're able to almost sneak it because they, you know, all the kills did go in favor of North Dakota off that last cap. And so Carroll off spawn able to kind of sneak it on the left side of their spawn. But all the kills, I mean, you just see the slang. 15 and 5, 11 and 4, 4 and 1. Spooky not even really having to get involved into this game. It's just not going to be sustainable if kills are not flowing, and at least in the relative action. And that also should tell you, as they delay the cap perfectly, that should also just tell you the teamwork is just not there. Look at the arrows form on the green side of the mini map. You got 5 and 6 working together at least a little bit. I believe a Hellstorm is going to come down. I don't know which player that is coming from. Not show on my mini map. Once again, the device going to be short. This North Dakota is not satisfied. They will not park the bus. They're going to go for another cap here. 2-2 trade. Avatar should be over here from the help and will get 1. Some potential pressure here. Player 8, it's got to get active and involved as soon as possible. I would have liked to see a little trigger discipline there. They did not see that player. Obviously, hindsight. Replex fighting. This is a distraction here, but the kill is not going to flow on the other side of the map for Carroll. Once again, it's just not clean. 4 down. Another push attempt here for North Dakota. They leave the bomb device out for Slayer. Slayer's going to take it left. 2 kills are going to flow, and so player 8 going to react quickly. Going to be stunned. This is what I'm talking about. It's got to be cleaner for Carroll when they're doing it. Stunning the cross, and it's happening very well for Carroll, or sorry, for North Dakota. Finally, Carroll is able to back this up. I don't love this device pool right here. Could have just let it reset, and now they're going to cap it to be 7-0 in favor of North Dakota. It goes back to the mid side of the map. 1.2 victory for North Dakota. There's Regis in the spawn. Finally going to be taken out for Replex, and this will likely be the game here. It'll all be up to Replex. Oh, I'll take it up mid side of the map, and Carroll, if they take this left, opportunities here to score it. Decide to go through mid. Not going to be a great effective strategy there because of that information known on the carrier. Maybe you can send the lead blocker through there, but the carrier, you know, they're obviously funneling through a walkway, and so player 2 with the lead block here, Spooky. 1 kill will likely end this game. Retray is going to come on. He's going to try to pick this up and score it quickly off the wall bounce potentially, and that is ball game here. A quick 3-0 happening here for North Dakota. Not much you can say there. It's clean all over. We'll get into the stats in just a second. Let me load those up for you all. Transition over here to the stats. It just wasn't close. See, Spooky 13-5, 1600 damage, 22-11 getting active from Webby. Air Bear 22-8, 11-11 out of Slayer. Only one that's even. Carroll just lack of slaying there. Non-traded kills once again, just pretty lackluster across the board for Carroll. Not much you can say at the bottom side of the map as they get 3-0. As they drop to 1-2 in the CCL. Another match coming up on, I believe, Sunday against Purdue. With North Dakota, a victory moves to 3-1. Only loss coming from Cincinnati, who I believe to be the best team in the Midwest Metro. So GG's to them. Looking very good, well-oiled machine so far. Head back to the desk to close this out. Not much you can say there. Just didn't look good. Didn't look good in any aspect other than maybe a couple rounds of the search there. What's I said? That early round search plan wasn't bad, but I think looking at those mid-round adjustments, this just isn't a team that can drop a search. Your only win condition here, fortunately, is that Neslo situation, maybe stealing one of the hard points. But against a really, really good team, you know, it's just tough to see that. So thank you all for joining us. Next game will be Sunday. Not sure if that'll be casted, but nonetheless, thank you all for joining us here. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next stream.